Media. I'm Kanchana Jaykumar. It's Christmas time, and this Christmas we are going to make some nice favorite fruit cake, which is a Christmas delicacy. It's a blend of all fruits and it's really tasty and yummy. We are not going to add alcohol and eggs to the cake, yet how to make it delicious, yummy fruit cake. 180 grams of all-purpose flour, 50 grams of butter, 100 grams of dark brown sugar, half tin of condensed milk, 50 grams of dry blueberries, 70 grams of dates, 75 grams of raisins, 20 grams of almonds and cashews cut in small slices, 20 grams of cornflour, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg powder and cloves, 1 teaspoon of orange zest, 50 ml of full fat milk, some zest of lemon and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I am adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of baking soda. Now first add 100 ml of water. We are going to boil all these fruits together. The blueberries, raisins and the dates. So boil everything for 5 to 10 minutes. We will be showing that right now, and then we will go ahead with the second procedure. Preheat your oven for 10 minutes at 180 degrees centigrade and 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now let's take the dry ingredients first, one by one. All-purpose flour. Just pass it through a sieve so that we will be removing all the lumps, and it's ensures easy flow. The corn flour, and I'm going to just add the baking. I'm not going to add the zest because the zest will not pass through this. I'm just adding the rest of the powders. Add orange zest. And we're going to leave this like that. In another small bowl, take the butter and condensed milk and we'll be beating them. I've transferred the flour to a separate smaller bowl because this will be more convenient for me to mix the condensed milk and the butter. This is half tin of condensed milk. See, we are not adding any white sugar to this because I am adding condensed milk and brown sugar straight away. So you have a beater or a stir mixer, just go ahead with that. Because it's a simple process, I just wanted to do this with this whipper. It's done. The butter should be at room temperature. So I'm adding the dark brown sugar. Mix this well. I'm going to add only 25 ml of milk first. I will watch, look into the consistency, and then add, if required, then add the rest of the milk. Now we will have to see how our fruits are boiling. So let's shift to the stove. Now all our dry fruits are cooked well in this water. It's been boiling for 5 minutes. Can you see they have become very soft and almost you have the liquid mixture like this. So this is the right time. So it depends on your stove and the heat what you're giving. It will be just 5 to 10 minutes. Remove it from fire, cool it, and then we will be adding to our cake. Now the fruit mixture, boiled fruit mixture has cooled down nicely. I'm just adding that to our condensed milk mixture. Again, mix this well and spread out all the fruits nicely. Do not waste anything. Remove them completely. Not only wasting, we need the full flavor of these fruits. So the exact measurements has to come. Now everything is done. So we are going to add the flour mixture slowly, so they are not onto your table. I think I need my milk, so I'm adding the milk also. Add the rest of the flour. Yes, just blend this well, and we are going to put it into our mold. I'll be adding some nuts, not all the nuts, because I would like to just cover up the cake with the nut. So half of the nuts I have added. So your dough is done. Now take this baking dish. I'm going to grease it with butter. And one more thing I forgot onto the dough is some zest of lemon. Mix that well to your cake dough. Take your baking dish. I'm using the rectangle baking dish. I'm going to grease it with some butter. It's a non-stick, still I would like to grease it. I'm going to use some parchment paper also to cover underneath, because I don't want the cake to stick to this. Now see, I have greased the baking dish on all sides, and at the bottom I put some parchment paper or baking paper. Now transfer this batter to your baking dish. Normally when you're doing any kind of cake, the cake dough should be only to the half container of your half of your baking dish, because they need to rise more, they need some space. So if you're going to pack them fully, it will not be possible and they might get burnt. Now see, I have transferred it to the baking dish. take these nuts, just spread them onto your baking dish nicely. Now I'm going to leave this into the oven for around 50 to 60 minutes. After 50 minutes, maybe I will insert a toothpick and check whether it's been done. Otherwise, maybe another 5 minutes. So let's do it. Look at our cake. It's done really well. Take that toothpick, insert it, pull it out. It's fine. So our cake is done. We leave it to cool for 30 minutes like this, and then we will remove it and slice it. Now after 30 minutes, I'm just running the knife around the dish, and we will be tilting it onto our vessel. It's looking really wonderful. This fruit cake, actually on the Europe side, it's been taken with some dusted sugar. We saw in the Christmas markets, the cakes are dusted with nice fine powdered sugar. This is anyway optional. If you like it, we are going to do this. I like it this way, so I am doing it. I'm getting the nice cinnamon smell. That's what we have added. Can you just look at this cake? It's got all the moist we need. The texture is very soft, and allow it to cool and leave it for today. See, can you see the fruits are all here? Dear friends, Dosa to pizza, always enhancing your taste buds. Wish you a merry and a happy Christmas.